Now parrying to the side is a bit of a different story. See, when I parry downward, my left shoulder, my rear shoulder that is prominent, coming forward, since I'm a southpaw. With the parry to the side, my lead shoulder is more prominent, so I can combine that with, if you're in for my jaw, yeah, I can combine that with either a punch. I can do a good hard jab as I step with my rear leg to the side, putting more hip into it, boom, to the ribs, but I'm always watchful of his cross. So sometimes you wouldn't want to do that. But if I jab to his head, then it's just a part of your regular, what I call fencing. When you're boxing from the outside, it's really about measuring jabs, moving the head, parrying in little padding motions. But you're not close enough for him to hit you with the cross, so you're more concerned about his jab. And from here, he jabs, I just knock it to the side, and I throw a jab of my own. So he jabs, and I throw my jab from here. Yeah, and he can pat mine to the side too. Yeah. See, we play that sort of game when we're developing our timing, our quickness, our non-telegraphy, which is a little different from quickness, right? It's about not tipping your hand, not giving him the advance notice that you're going to punch. But another thing you can do with that parry is you can kick him. You can kick him on the ribs or inside the lead leg, sometimes outside the rear leg. But usually you parry that jab and you step, boom, you can get a good shot to the ribs, or you can parry it and just get inside the thigh, which never feels good. Right in the knee or inside the thigh, that hurts. And it's a way of sort of short-circuiting his cross. Because what happens is, if he's throwing 1-2, I parry, and it kind of kills his cross. It throws it off target. And it gets into where eventually that leg hurts so much, he's really careful about throwing the cross because he doesn't feel good putting weight on that leg. It's something in the bigger picture that you think about. For him to throw a cross, he's got to put weight on that leg. So if I punish that leg, he doesn't throw as many crosses, or he's not as confident with that cross. So looking at that parry and just kind of knock it to the side, I can jab, I can step. Notice I'm stepping off the line of his cross as well. That's key, so that he can't really reach me with his rear hand. He throws it. If he were throwing a cross, I'm really not in line for him as I sweep my arm through, my shoulders in the way. But I'm not really in line for his cross anyway. Other times, since he is about to throw the cross, I parry the jab. As his cross is coming out, my shin is hitting those exposed ribs, which really hurts a lot. So notice I parry the jab, I step, boom, and I get those ribs as I'm stepping off line. That also costs him. Those kinds of body shots, they make him afraid to extend the elbow away from that position, protecting the ribs. And in general, hard shots to the body will tend to weaken him. Those core muscles, the organs, they get beat up. And these types of motions aren't as strong. They're not as good anymore. So there you have some options off of a parry to the side. Very useful, very small motions. I want to also encourage minimalism in defense, that you do less rather than more. You don't want to do big motions that upset your position. You want to do just enough to make his punch miss, and then see the opening that's there, capitalize on the opening.